Hey guys, ignore my messy hair. Go follow me on Instagram at LollyForever. Go follow me on TikTok at LollyForever1. And go follow my dog Instagram, Baby Sammy for life. And like, subscribe, turn on the notification. I wanted to film a second video because I kind of feel like the live streams that I have done the past few days are kind of like, I bring up negative, they've been kind of negative between something that I'm going to be like talking about here, but in a more positive way and not really negative way. And then I'm going to be kind of chatting with you, you know, like, because a lot going on right now. And by a lot, I mean, I'm going to try not to make this negative because an earlier video was kind of, and we're ignoring my messy hair. But, anyways, first up, I talked about this on my Instagram, and now I'm saying it here, and I wasn't sure if I was gonna say this at first, because it's nothing bad, by the way, like, but I don't want to, like, jinx it and then have it not happen, and then finally I realized, I'm just gonna say it, that way you guys know it. And I finally, like, told a family member the other day. Actually, my parents knew about this, which is that I applied for a scholarship for Guy Groom. So, Guy Groom has a website, Groom Interactive, and you can apply for a scholarship. And like, as I'm saying that, a bunch of you are probably going to apply after watching. Or, like, some of you are probably going to. And the thing is, I want you to, for you, if that's something you're interested in and stuff. But also, at the same time, I'm a part of me, like, I doesn't because of the fact that I also want to, like, get the scholarship. So, last month, at the beginning of last month, I saw something on the first about scholarships on Guy Groom's Instagram, and, well, no, it was on Groom Interactive, which is one Instagram and a web. And I didn't know anything about it. Well, that weekend, he talked about it in his free Saturday dance class. And he talked about it in his free, like, Saturday dance class and explained it to us on what it actually was. And instantly, I was like, I want this so bad. And then what happened was I literally, before class was even over, or like other people were dancing, I literally pulled it up on my phone. I was like, no, I'm gonna ask my parents about this because it's something that I really want to do. And also, it doesn't cost money. Like, it's literally free to apply. You go to Groom Interactives, and you go to Groom Interactive, the website, not the Instagram. And then, or I believe there's a link in Guy Groom's Instagram bio, but you go to the website, and at the top there's a thing that says scholarships. You click that, and then you fill out your application, and then you press submit, and then that's it. You just wait and see and hope that you get picked, and that is something you're into. Ignore that sound. Sam is scratching an itch. Here, let me help you. Here you go. You're welcome. Sorry, Sam had an itch. I was helping him scratch it, because I liked him. And apparently we did not get it. Cause here, we'll take care of your itchiness in a minute. Sorry, I'm scratching the side of Sam's face, because apparently he has an itch, and apparently it's really itchy, because he keeps scratching it. I love you, baby. You're welcome. He's now looking at me like you gave me attention. Now I might bother you while you try to film. But anyways, so yeah. And he started talking about it, and he basically had said that you don't have to fill out everything on it. Like you can skip something that's not you can skip something. Basically, let me re-explain that. If it's something that is not important, I don't really know, but I remember him saying something about how, there's certain parts on the application. I'm not going to say what I put on the application, and for multiple reasons, I will say one part that I put on the application, but I'll say two parts, because two of them are very basic. But there was something, he said something about how we could skip a certain part or something. I'm gonna recommend filling the whole thing out for you, because I don't really, and this was something that, and I'm pretty sure he said, and I mean, I know he said this, but yeah. I will say that, when I first looked at the application, because I looked at it before, I told my parents or anything, then basically, he explained that what it is first up, it's free. You go to Groove Interactive, the website, you go to the top, you click the thing that says scholarship, you fill out the application, you submit it, you hope that you get picked. And he explained that every month 2 people get picked to win scholarships. 2 people win scholarships. But it's always people who applied for the scholarship. So if you didn't apply, you're not going to get it. And then he also explained that that it's completely free to apply. And he explained that if you get it, if you're lucky enough to get it, you get access to every single class on Groove Interactive for an entire month for free. And as soon as he said that, I'm like, I have to apply for this. But I got parents' permission. So what happened was, then as soon as class was done, what happened was I asked my parents about it, and I think my dad, I'm pretty sure my dad saw, the application. Truthfully, I don't remember everything that I put, but, there were 2 parts that I remember, I put, which I will say, which is my name, Lolly. Technically, that's my nickname, but honestly, truthfully, I never use my actual name. I literally never use my actual name. And for me, the sound, when I hear, because this is something I have said out loud before, or just to, see how it sounds, when I heard the words Pop Star Lolly, I just liked it. Instantly, I liked it, and everyone uses my nickname. And Guy Groove has said many a time that he thinks it's one of the coolest names ever. So, clearly, I can never change my nickname, because Guy Groove will be very disappointed. And also, Lolly. It's a nice nickname, I like it, because it reminds me of lollipops. And most of them are rainbow. I don't like candy, but I do like rainbows, and I feel like I see a lot of rainbow lollipops. I wouldn't say most of them are rainbow, but I do see quite a bit of rainbow lollipops. And I like rainbow, so that works. So then I put a lolly and I put my age, 16. Now here's the thing, and I do feel I should have been a little bit more specific and put like 16, almost 17, because at the time I was like 3 months away from being 17. Okay, yeah. But anyways, now I'm like 2 months away from being 17. Also, I feel like that's not that important. Like, he did say we could like skip something if we didn't want to like put it or something. And that was one though where I'm like, if I turn 17 before I get the scholarship, it's not a big deal. Like, I mean, he's generally not gonna care about that, I feel. I feel like he doesn't really care if like, I turned 17. Plus, I applied when I was 16, and I'm currently 16. But, yeah, but I remember, like, the first 2 parts. First up, I filled out this application by myself. I did not use my parents at all, and the reason behind that is because I know exactly what my dad would want me to put. And, well, kind of what my parents would want me to put. Because, and it's not that, like, what I put, I'm not allowed to. Like, that's completely fine. And with this, like, a guide group and this information is not, like, being shared. Like, the only thing being shared with it is, like, it's generally, like, your name, and then if you put, because there's a part on it that you can, like, put your Instagram name, like, that gets shared, but that's because they tag you in the post, I think. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure, but I did put my Instagram name, username. And so, like, I remember looking at it at first and being like, oh, this is easy. Like, my name, no problem, put that, like, no problem. And then I'm like, oh, my age, easy, like, thinking, oh, this whole thing is, like, really easy. Even though I had saw that there was a part coming up on the application, which I will explain. But anyways, or at least I don't think any information is being shared, by the way. I think the only thing being shared, I know for a fact that your name is, and that's because they post something on Group Interactive, and it's like this month's scholarship people. And I was really, like, wanting to apply for this, and I did. And then the thing was, when I applied near the beginning of the month, which meant I had to wait until this month to, like, find out, because they had already announced last month, because they announced it on the 1st. And then I put my name, age, Instagram name, that stuff, easy. And then came a really hard part on the application. Well, no, then came a part that I skipped. And I don't even really remember why. But, like, I'm like, oh, it's one little part not important. It's, like, a not that important part, and it's one tiny part. And stuff. And then, oh wait, I remember why. But anyways, I'm just gonna continue and not really say. Cause, yeah. But anyways, that wasn't a big deal. And then came this part where it's like you have to, like, basically, it's a chance where you get to put whatever you want on whatever you want in 100 words or less. Now, it's not like, oh, put whatever you want. You have to come up with either 100 words or less, figure out, put what you've been through, like something like, oh, this is a chance for you to put something that you've been through if you want to, or any reason or anything you want that could potentially, in your mind, you think, and anything that could potentially help you get this scholarship. Now, this was why I did not have my parents help me with this, because I know they're gonna immediately want me to put all the health problems I've been through, surgeries, all of that, and I'm like, no, I don't use that as excuses, and also most of it I don't even remember. So I immediately just I did my best to try to figure out something that makes me relatable. I just tried to figure it out, and that was kind of hard because I do not like bragging about myself, and I knew that I had to really put I kind of knew that something that would help me out a lot would be if I put something, I don't know for a fact, but I wanted to go in this area because I feel like it would help me a lot, and to put why I would use the scholarship and why I want the scholarship, and go in that direction and kind of be a little bit more braggy about my, just put a few things that I done, or something that would put a few things maybe that I done in dance or something, just something to help me out. And then I really, at that point, that was the hardest part of the whole application, was just figuring out what to put to help me get the scholarship. And it's I want it to be the right thing, something that when they look at it, they're Guy Groom, and I don't know if it's just Guy Groom that sees it, or if Guy Groom and some of his assistants or people on his team see it, or if it's Guy Groom and some of his teachers, I don't know. But I very much trust that it is in professional hands, and that they would never put out information about someone that isn't okay. I feel I know for a fact they put out the name, and also I know that they put out the name, and they also put out the Instagram because they tag you in it, I think. I don't know. Oh, I don't 100% know. But anyway, plus I didn't really put anything that if it got out it would be well, actually no, I did put one thing. But that was because you had to put a phone number. But that's fine because it's professional. That's gonna happen when you apply for something like a scholarship. And all I really knew was that this was something I really wanted, and I'm gonna talk about that in a minute on why I wanted this. And then anyways, I finally I don't even think I used 100 words, but I definitely put a good amount, and then I'm okay, I feel that was good, and then I made sure everything was filled out, except for one little part, but it's not a big deal, we can just leave that one little part out. And he said it was fine. So I submitted the application, and after that I kind of just didn't know how to react after that, because it was at that point it was out of my hands, and that is both scary and exciting because I have never wanted, essentially, I have never wanted something for my career or something that could help me become a pop star this bad. I mean, oh no, let me word that different. This is one of the things that I really wanted to happen. like, really, really, really wanted it to happen for multiple reasons, and I'm going to talk about those reasons now. First up, it's an entire month of free classes. Like, all of them except for one is on, or I feel like most of them are on Zoom. Like, that's a ton of Zoom classes. And that's gonna help my training out, like, a lot. And it's helping my dance training, and not really my singing training, but kind of, because there is a voice lesson, but it's not really an add-on for me because I do the voice lesson, and, like, all the time. But, like, it would help me out with training. Also, second thing is it would help my parents out a little bit, because they would get an entire month where they don't have to pay for my singing lessons, because I take one singing lesson a week, and even though it's not crazy expensive, but it does add up over time, and that would be a nice plus for my parents. And that wasn't really why I, like, went for it. That was just a bonus for going with it also. Like, there's kind of that also. But those are, like, the first, like, two reasons. Third reason is because I love hip-hop, and there's a ton of hip-hop classes on there, and that would, like, be really fun. And I feel like I go between hip-hop and sassy jazz. Like, they're, like, both right up there, because I feel like I love performing, and hip-hop is all about performing, and sassy jazz is all about performing, but there's more, like, I feel like sassy jazz is kind of like, there's jumps, there's turns, and there's stuff that, like, wouldn't all necessarily be, like, in the performance category. Well, maybe not. Like, stuff that's not hip-hop. But, like, it's still, like, performing and stuff. And I feel like I really like that a lot. Those two styles, like, I can't pick between them. I love them both equally. But they're, like, my top two picks. And, like, I had to pick, like, if I had to pick only two styles of dance to do for the rest of my life, those would be the two that I would pick. I love all styles of dance. But those are, like, my top two favorites. But also, third reason is because, like, there were just so many reasons. Like, the list of reasons, I'm not going to say all of them, because there were so many reasons. But also, like, if one of those were, like, I love what I do. Like, so much. I love dancing, and I love performing. And I love singing. Like, all of those things I love. And, like, I physically could not love them anymore. Like, and it's one of those where, like, it's gonna be a lot of, like, I really enjoy them. And I generally choose them over some stuff sometimes because, like, I choose them over stuff sometimes. And it's not the first time. But, like, what I mean by that is, like, one day, like, me and my parents had some family coming over. Well, me, my parents, and my dog, Sam. But I had dance, and so I literally was taking a dance class instead of hanging out with family. Why? Honestly, first up, I knew that the family would understand, but also, I knew that the family would want me to be in dance class because that's my future, and, well, it's training for my future, and, yeah, and we don't know about college yet. I don't have to make a decision on that yet, so we don't know yet. We will see. It's not a guarantee no, it's not a guarantee yes. We will see. But yeah, so many different things. And for me, I love performing. I love dancing and I love singing. And I choose it over family time sometimes. Well, actually I choose it whenever I pretty much have. Whenever I have class. And what I mean by that is one time I kind of let it slide for family time. But that, I don't count that too much because, first up, it was family that I rarely get to see. Second reason, it had been a really long time since I've seen them. And third reason, it was a night of beginner classes, pretty much. But I love what I do so much. So I applied, and then I remember on the first, I kept checking Instagram, and I realized by the end I did not get it first time. I don't know if I'll get it next month or not. I really hope so. I do not know. I have no clue. I really hope so though, because even though I gotten a lot in my career, here's the thing, with what I do, it's one of those things where you gotta enjoy everything. Meaning, whenever you get the chance to do something, you gotta enjoy it. And, I like to say that there are plus sides to not competing, there are plus sides to, not competing and dancing on Zoom, and there's downsides. And what I mean by that is really the only downside that I have really found is that with in person, you get to compete. You get to do dance competition and you get to compete, and that is something that is a great way to get well known. But also, the plus side is with Zoom, you get the chance to get spotlighted. And it brings a lot of people from all over the world together, and it's really cool because it's given me a lot of opportunities that I wouldn't have gotten going to a dance studio in person. What I mean by that is it's given me the opportunity to meet Hannah from Dance Mom Season 8. It's given me the chance to meet Presley from Dance Mom Season 8 twice. It's given me the chance to work with so many incredible teachers: Guy Grove, Gianna Martello, Natalie Means, and Abby Lee Miller, Taylor something or other, I don't know his last name. Let me think. So many incredible teachers. Danny, also known as Daniela. And so many, Alyssa, Melissa. I'm trying to think, there's one more Miranda, that's what it is. Okay, yeah. But it's given me the chance to work with so many incredible teachers. And it's given me the chance to literally meet EXO and J-pop and dance for them. And there's the bonus of you can get spotlighted. So with Zoom, I would say, even though it's not the same as competing, honestly, I love it way more than competing. And I never did a dance competition. I did go to one once, but I was not dancing. I was watching Friends and stuff a really, really long time ago. But it's given me the opportunity to do and work with so many incredible people and dance for so many incredible people. And in the end, it's I would rather have what I have, knowing that this is insane with how exciting and cool this is, versus be on stage competing and be doing that for a while and then probably not be getting the opportunities I get. And no, I'm not getting paid and that, but I can still make this into a career. I just need to post more on TikTok and like really post more on social media and show like I can make a music video, which I'll talk about music in a minute. Like forcing myself, tomorrow I am forcing myself to like start on an idea for music, for song. I'm struggling with that. Don't know if I'm gonna get anywhere, but I'm gonna force myself to like, I at least start on a song or figure out a concept or something. Because I have spent this entire summer, honestly, I think about it, and I had a really good summer, and summer coming to an end, which means back to school, which means, in my opinion, I don't like school, okay? I'm not one to get excited over school stuff. Don't get me wrong, I understand school is important. Is it fun? No, not in my opinion. But anyways, and nothing can change my thoughts, feelings. This is something that my dad/teacher already knows. So, yeah. But I have done a lot of singing. I've done singing lessons and some dance lessons over the summer. And also, I'm doing ALPC Dance Boot Camp 2022 soon. But I'm going to say peace out. This was not me trying to brag. It's just me doing a more positive video.